It's another all-time high. Geez, that was the title of the video I put out yesterday, and we got it. Okay, we had a wedge formation that this thing broke out of and set another new all-time high. The all-time high on this chart is 0.052992, so we broke the 5 cents. All right, so we'll take a look at the RSIs here in a second and see if this thing's going to go further, if it's going to if it's going to correct here, or what's going to happen. But the crypto bubbles, here we go over here. You can see some stuff like APE, H-bar, stuff like that finally starting to move. It's been a while since these coins have done anything, okay? Especially H-bar. That thing's been beat down. It also looks like Elgrand. I was looking at that chart earlier. I just put out a video. Look, it wants to break some resistance here, so it's up 1.8% as I'm making this video. But if we look at Kaspa here, ranked number 43 right now. Okay, so that's great to see. If we were to do CoinGecko, we have a market cap on here of 994 million. All right, getting close to that 1 billion. I've had 28 million in trading volume the last 24 hours, and things are looking good. Almost to that 1 billion mark here. That's unbelievable, considering a few weeks ago we were at 400 million there, so things are looking great for this thing. I was looking at these miners over here, okay? First I want to show you the hash rate, because this thing is just, it's starting to go up the charts here. It's unbelievable. Ever since this thing, this hash rate has started, this thing is just flying. Look at this incline on this thing. It's up to a, what is it, a 4.2, okay? And we were way down here, we were at a 348, not even a 1 yet. There we just finally hit a 1 right there, and now we're up to a 4.2. So the hash rate is just flying. That's unbelievable. And I was looking at these, remember we had this discussion, I don't know, it's 2 or 3 weeks ago, about this Antminer KS3. All right, it's showing a daily profit of $1,600. If you remember, if you've seen that video, these things cost $30,000 to $50,000 depending on where you go on the internet for these things. So even if this is correct, okay, $1,600 a day, I just can't see that. But there is going to be so many more miners coming online, as every day there's more coming online, with Kaspa getting the attention it's getting, especially with setting new all-time highs and being up, what are we up for the year, 8,714%. Well, you start doing things like that and you start getting a lot of attention, okay? So there's going to be a lot more miners coming online. This is going to drop drastically. Like I said, even if this is true, the ones down here, these are more believable, especially for a coin that's just been on the market a little over a year, okay? This is more believable down here, all right? This is where you just want to buy a miner, you want to stack it up, okay? You want to stack your Kaspa up and, add a little bit of a cost to you, but you're still stacking coins and mining and adding to the Kaspa ecosystem. So we'll see what happens here with this thing, but I'm curious down the road, okay? This thing says $1,600. We're going to check back in here in a few weeks and see what this thing says then. All right, but let's go back over these charts, guys. First off, I want to take a quick look at Bitcoin. Obviously, first off, Bitcoin dominance. Let's see what that thing is doing. We do have a green weekly candle. I apologize. Let me get that off there. Okay. Daily. Let's look at the RSIs here. We got that daily RSI right at the top. And what happened was this thing lost this trend line. All right. On the 4-hour, you can see how that trend line fits on there better. They change as you put the different hours on them. You see how it fits perfect on the 4 here. Just about. We got to slide it right there. But if you go out on the 8, all right, still looks good. The 12-hour, yeah, it still fits all right on the 12. But when you get out to the daily, look at it. It just doesn't even look at like a trend line, okay? But you can see that the dominance, sorry about stuttering there, the dominance has broken that trend line. Okay, now what happens a lot of times, you might get a bounce up to this line, and you'll see how these trend lines work. It's amazing, and then roll over from there. Or this is going to come up to a 702 and do an ABC. So we're going to put a Fibonacci on this thing, keep track of it, and see what happens. All right, we got that 4-hour heading up. We got the 8-hour. The 8 hours trying to turn up. The 12-hour. The 12-hour is bearish, and we got that daily right at the top. Okay, but like we always say, that weekly is just about reset. Okay, but we have the monthly. It's tapped out there. It's actually, where's the monthly at now? Did it flip bearish yet? 92 to 93, yeah, it flipped bearish. All right, so we need to see a big dump in Bitcoin dominance. That would help the altcoin market. You remember me guys showing you this, the alt season back, and put it on the weekly. I mean, the altcoin seasons, when they happen, is when you have drops like this over here. Like I said, I remember this one like it was yesterday, 17%. That's a huge drop in dominance. This one here ended up being, what, 19%, okay? So I remember opening my crypto wallet every day and being like, oh my God, you know, it doubled. It was unbelievable. Wait, if you haven't been through a bull run, wait till you are, and you open your wallet up every day, and you're like, oh my God, I made another $5,000 last night, or whatever it is. You know, it gets absolutely insane. It does. You'll see what I'm talking about when it happens. But if you have not been through one, I'm excited for you, because it is a lot of fun. Okay, now let's get the Bitcoin here. This is the chart I want. Even though this thing has been stalling out in here, okay, which it has been. Let me get rid of a couple of these lines here. I apologize. Like my chart's looking better than that. You get in there and you draw them wedges and then you leave them there, but I don't mean to. Sorry about that, guys. This thing is obviously still in a clear uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and a higher low. Okay, so that's a clear uptrend. You see the trend line we have right here, following it perfectly. All right, the weekly, let's take a look here at these RSIs. The weekly RSI is just barely bearish. Okay, the daily will be reset here in a few hours, roughly a little less than 5 hours from now, and we have a green candle started on that daily also. The 12-hour is flipped up and is bullish, a 44 and a 42. It's trying to break out of this little bit of resistance here, this resistance line here. The 8-hour is flipping up. It's at 21 and 23, but it's flipping up. All right, you can see that curve right up there. So it's trying to flip bullish. Bitcoin, ever since it came down and hit this 28.9, you know, it's just gone sideways here. So it's grabbed some really good support here, and this thing, it has to bounce at some time. The 4-hour is heading up. Okay, the main problem here is like I covered in yesterday's video, liquidity. Look at the bottom, look at the volume down here. I mean, this is on the monthly. Okay, we need volume coming in. We need a volume spike to get this market moving. Look, if I zoom out here, all right, this is like I said, the liquidity in the market, and right here, that's June. That was last month. Okay, let me zoom in here so you can see. You can't even see it. It's so small. All right, look at that. Okay, that's August. Right there's July. All right, so July was way down here. Just barely anything. You know, we need volume coming in to really get this show on the road. All right, the total, we're not going to click on them, but the total market cap is at 1.12 trillion, and the total too without Bitcoin is at 558 million bucks. All right, so let's get the Kaspa chart here and take a look at this thing. All right, we're going to go on the daily. All right, yep, that's the one I want. Okay, the 4-hour. All right, yesterday's video I did, we had this wedge formation right here, okay? It ended up, I get the video out right before the breakout, but look how this market plays with you. Look at this dump right here, okay? And then it pulls back up and breaks out the other side. Yeah, that's what it'll mess with you, that's for sure. You're thinking, oh my God, it lost that wedge. And no, it pulled right back up there. Buyers stepped in, sucked that candle right back up, and it shot right out the other side. All right, now the measured move for that wedge breakout, okay, was I had it up there. It was just below 5 cents, okay, but it ended up exceeding that. Look at the volume we had come in here. The buyers step in as this thing was firing up there. You had volume come in, and obviously it shot it up higher than that, okay, up to 0.052992. Now, just for the heck of it, I I know I complain about these technicals, but let's see what they say. Summary is a buy. Oscillators are neutral. Moving averages are a strong buy. That's because we are way above the moving averages. If I show you the moving averages on here real quick, the 50 and the 200, where are we at here? Right there. Wait till you see these things. We are so far above these two. Look at that. Oh, on the daily. We would be on the daily. I'm sorry. Okay, look how far above. There's the 50, the red one, and there's the 200. We are way above them, okay? The 50 is down at 3 cents, okay? So we have pulled way away from those. We have the daily RSI still heading up, all right? The weekly, I apologize here, having a little lag here. Hang in there with me a second here, we'll get it. There we go. All right, we got that weekly right at the top. Still bullish, okay? It's still bullish. Doesn't mean anything that it's right at the top. It can stay up there for a long time. It's at a 93 and an 87. It's not even close to going bearish yet. All right, so let's see here. Let's go back through these real quick. We got that daily still going up at a 78 and a 70. Not even really close to the danger zone yet. Down here in the bottom, we're at a 77. So this thing, after a small correction, could have another push up here before we have a bigger correction. All right, the 12 hours at a 77 and a 78, just barely bearish. Okay, the 8 hour 66 and a 63, still bullish. The 4 hour, let's see where 4 is at on here. The 4 hour is coming down. Okay, now let's see let's get into the hourly here and see if we can see any kind of the hourly is almost reset. All right, let's see if we have any kind of thing happening here with 702s or possibly an ABC. Okay, all right. We possibly have an ABC coming in here, okay? We've had this retrace down. The support here at 0.0489 has been absolutely solid, okay? We did a 702 there, which could mean an ABC here. Let's see. Which wouldn't be a big correction. Not looking at anything big. Would pull it right down to roughly there. Now let me put a trend line on there. See if that puts us any significant area here, or right there. Let's turn that blue so we can see it, and let's zoom out on the daily. All right, see if that puts us anywhere. Yeah, okay, well, very believable. Okay, so my opinion, we're having an ABC come in here, okay, especially with the 12-hour. We got some pretty high RSIs here. The 12-hour just split bearish. The 8, 66 and 63 still technically bullish. The 4-hour is pulling down. Okay, not a big correction at all. All right, if it even happens, I don't. Nobody knows everything. All I can do is read the charts and show you what I see here. But this pull, let me get this correct. Okay. That would come down on top of the B leg. Yeah, right there is what I'm seeing. Okay, so who knows? I might be wrong, but an ABC, if an ABC comes in here, that would reset that 4 hour RSI, and we get the other ones down there a little bit, and then we could possibly be moving back up here. Okay, but A, B. No, I'm going to show you what would nullify this. Okay, if this thing goes above. And if you would, guys, please hit the like and subscribe out there, and consider becoming a member of the channel. It's only 99 cents a month for an entry level, and would support me in a big way. And also, if you're interested in learning how to trade, I'm putting videos out for that on a level 3. I'm putting out 1 to 2 videos a week on that. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go check that out in the memberships. And I'm teaching everything I know in there. I don't know everything at all. I don't claim that. Nobody knows everything. So, but I'm teaching everything I know in there, and that's a level 3. But any support I appreciate very, very much. So even a like and subscribe, that means a world of greatness for me. So I appreciate everything. All right, now what would invalidate this is if we get above the 0.0505. Okay, if we break above this, that's 702. Yeah, 0.0505. If we get above that's gonna null it. That's gonna wipe this ABC out. But quite honestly, with the 4 hour coming down like that, it's not a major pullback at all. It's a pullback rate. Yeah, boy, it's amazing how these things line up. You can see it be a pullback right to this support line right here, this blue line. Okay, all right. So that's my opinion, guys, and then maybe we can be shooting at another new all-time high here. We'll have to see, especially with this daily still heading up. A temporary correction right now would make a lot of sense. Now I know we have the hourly about reset, but I don't personally expect a lot out of that. It could come right back up to this 0.0504, and right like this here. This could come right back up to that there, and then roll over right from there. I'll be right down to here. That would be the end of the ABC right there, and then we should be looking at another bounce out of here. So nothing major, but hey, we got a new all-time high. That's the big news. Okay, obviously you got to build stairs as you go up. You can't, you just go if I heard a thing when I first got into crypto, things that go straight up come straight down. Okay, you got to build stairs, you got to build support and resistance. You need to have pullbacks. You need to have all this sideways action that builds support as we go up, and build this chart. This it's kind of fun. I love being in this Kaspa because it's a brand new chart, and it's fun. It's fun being in this with you guys. I love it. But it's going to start getting a little trickier as we get into price discovery, that's for sure, as far as charting. So bear with me. I'm sure I'm going to have my downfalls, that's for sure. But all right, guys, I hope you have a beautiful Sunday, everybody, and thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to watch my video. It means the world to me. Everybody have a great day, and I will be back with you probably tomorrow. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Have a great day.